Hello everybody, my name is Chris Hopkins and welcome to my webinar on Inquests, What's New for 2026. As I say, my name's Chris Hopkins. I'm a barrister at Number 5 Chambers in Birmingham, specialising in inquest law. In terms of ground which I'd like to cover over the course of today's webinar, first of all, the 2025 Chief Coroner's Guidance for Coroners on the Bench, otherwise known as the Bench Guidance, which has been a significant development over the last 12 months. Second, case law update. Next, new developments with prevention of future deaths reports, otherwise known as PFD or Regulation 28 reports. And then finally, we're going to touch upon some horizon scanning for what we're likely to see coming down the road later in 2026 and beyond. In terms of the first topic then, that's the 2025 Chief Coroner's Guidance for Coroners on the Bench. Those who are looking at my slides at the moment will see that I've included a web link which takes you directly to the online copy provided by the Chief Coroner's Office. These were published in January of 2025, so they've been with us for quite a period of time now. They're starting to get bedded in, and certainly my experience is that most coroners up and down the country are becoming increasingly familiar with them. When they came in January 2025, they replaced what we previously had, which was the Bench Book. The Bench Guidance is not legally binding, as indeed its predecessors were not either. They hold the same status as the existing Chief Coroner's guidance notes and law sheets. Many of you will be familiar with those. They've been available from the Chief Coroner's website for many years. They deal with an array of issues, and they used to be the first port of call for practitioners to go to as and when they were undertaking inquest work. Now we have the Bench Guidance, however, where there is any conflict between those guidance notes and law sheets, it's the Bench Guidance which prevails between them. When you go into the online version of the document, you'll find that there's a number of chapters, each dealing with specific topics, those including the issue of interested persons, or IPs, pre-inquest review hearings, or PIRs, inquest hearings, the scope of an inquest, jury inquests, conclusions, used to be known as the verdict, of course, which comes at the end of the inquest process, Article 2 of the European Convention on Human Rights and how that impacts upon the way in which we do inquests in England and Wales, and then finally PFD reports.